What's going on, guys? Keegle here. I'm in the garage right now making some paracord bracelets. My brother asked me to make him a few, and I figure why not, record a video. I figure it's the perfect time to make a video. This one I already did. This is just a standard Solomon knot bracelet. Real simple, just a real plastic buckle. This one he wanted to wear. This one he actually wanted to have like a operational, like a quick deploy bracelet to put in his bug up bag or his survival bag. So this one didn't really matter how big it was, just because it's going straight in his bag. He's not going to be wearing it. This one he actually measured it out, and so I measured it for his wrist. So I figured that I'm going to show you exactly how this this actually works. So what I got here is a shackle, and I bought these at a local store. They're rated for 325 pounds, so it'll hold a decent amount of weight for anything you might need it for. I couldn't tell you the name of this pattern. I just saw it on a video once and started making a bunch of them. So I don't know, but I'll show you how it works. So it's not finished, as you can see, just because I'm gonna show you how it works and how to quick deploy it, and then I'm also gonna show you how to do it just in case you want to do it yourself. So pretty much what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold the top end of this, whether or not you hold it or you put it on like a tree stump or something like that. And then all you're gonna do is just grab from here and pull down. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna keep pulling, and it unravels as you pull. So here you have roughly 14 feet of paracord for whatever you might need. Real simple to deploy. I wish I could say it was a little easier to make. It does take roughly 15 to 20 minutes to make this, which is not a terrible amount of time. And the easiest or the hardest part of actually making this bracelet is just actually getting it started. So let me go ahead and reposition the camera, and we'll show you how to go ahead and start making it. Alright, so what you want to do is find yourself something to hook this onto, because that makes it a lot easier, just because of the weight of the shackle. While you're trying to do all this stuff, the way the shackle is going to be pulling on the paracord, and it's just not going to be fun to work with. So if you have a hook, get yourself a hook, or something to put it on. So what you want to do here is, depending on how long you want to make it, say you want to make it for your specific wrist length, go ahead and measure your wrist loosely, because it does tend to tighten up while you're making it. And if you're not going to make it a specific length, if you're just going to make one just to have roughly 10 to 15 feet of paracord in a bag of yours, then you don't have to measure it out. What you're going to do is you're going to take the cord, and you're just going to double it back on itself, and you're going to bring it back up to the top. So what you're going to end up with when we get started is you're going to have two separate, try to separate all this stuff, you're going to have two separate loops here. Obviously your left and your right loops. And it's very important that you understand that. So what you're going to do is, once you double back up on itself, you're going to take your left string, you're going to wrap it around the front, and then you're going to wrap it around all the cords again, and you're going to come back out onto the left side. So your left string is going to stay your left string. It's just wrapped around everything. So let me go ahead and zoom in and see if you can. Okay. So you're just going to end up with your left string and your right string. So what you're going to do is kind of create a little loop here with the cord. You're going to want to go over this left side here. Then you're going to go under the right side. Then you're going to take this right standing string. It's going to go under this here. It's going to go over the right side, under the left side, and through this loop. I don't know, some of you are probably thinking, what the fuck just happened? but I will go back and show you what's going on. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna try to pull on each side to cinch it up, to make it tight. Then you're gonna pull up on these to tighten it up to the top. So that's what you're gonna end up with right there. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that again. Okay, so get your cord, double it back. Take your left string, go around the front, wrap around all the strings, and just have it back out to the left here. Okay? And you're gonna keep these two, hold on, get my hands out of the way. You're gonna keep these two separate, okay? But you're gonna create just a small loop. This is gonna go over the right side. Then it's gonna go under the left side. So it's gonna look like that. Then you're gonna take this right string. It's gonna go under the right standing string, over this one, under the left one, and through this small loop on the left. You're gonna tighten it up. Pull it up to the top. Tighten it up a little more. So again, like that. Now, it's a two-part. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the second part, and then I'll show you again. So the first part was making a loop, going over, under, and this one was under, over, under, and through. The second part of that is you start on the right side, you go under, over, then you take this left strand, you go over, under, over, and through. You cinch those up. And you end up with that. Okay, so part one, again, take this left strand, you're gonna go over this, you're gonna go under that, okay, then you're gonna take this right strand, it's gonna go under, you're gonna go over this one, under this one, and back through the loop. So that's part one of this. So it's a two-step knot. So step one. And the second part, you're gonna start on the right side. It's gonna go under, over, so you end up with something like that. Then this is gonna go over, under this one, over this one, and through. So then it's just pretty much repeating those two steps. So we'll do that one more time. First one starts on the left. You go over, under, then you take this right string, over, under, over, under, and through. Second part, under, over, then you take this and go over, under, over, and through. So that's what you end up with right there. So let me go ahead and finish this up and show you what I'll do at the end here. Alright, so I'm at the bottom here. Oh, there goes my hook. Alright, so just got a couple more to go. Once you get to the bottom here, it does get a little difficult just because these are shorter. So by the time you get this far down, hopefully you'll be in the rhythm and the routine of things that it'll just be easy to make a couple loops, do your thing. Let's go ahead and finish up a couple more of these. And if at any time you mess up, you know, you can always rewind the video and start over. I didn't get it the first time. When I watched the video the first time and I was trying to follow along the video, it was real confusing and I just couldn't get the hang of it. So don't feel like a dumbass if that's the case. Alright, let me reposition and we'll get right back. Alright, so once you're done with all your loops, you can do it a little bit shorter than this if you want. It's really up to you, your personal preference. Usually I'll cut the strings and melt them down. I don't want to do that with this just because if this starts to loosen up, like if you do make this and you do wear it, it could loosen up and then it's just gonna make all your shit loose and it's gonna unravel and just look crappy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create two little loops and it's kind of like a knot over each of these. So if you're looking at it, so you're just gonna be looking at it backwards, you're just gonna create a little knot here. So to me, the strand is in the back. Then you're just gonna slide it over this and tighten it up. So it's kind of like a little slip knot almost. So you're just gonna tighten that up and do the same thing for the other side. That way you get two little knots on there. And then I'll cut this and cinch this in. So you want to cut it. If you've done it before, you know where to cut. You know where you cut it. I don't know if you can see. I'm not cutting that. I'm not cutting it extremely short, but I'm not leaving a lot of room on it. So you see I got a little bit there. So what I'll do is I'll melt it. Usually I have a small lighter, but I don't know where it's at. There you go. The easiest way to find to get these on, take your clasp off, just fit it around one side. It's easier to fit around the threaded side. Put it through, tighten your shit back up. and slide it back up over here. So that way you end up with your bracelet with your shackle. Real simple. Practice as many times as you want. You can do different patterns. You know, if you want it for decoration, you can do that. I'll start making some videos. I'll have a lot of time on my hands here real shortly, and you'll see some videos shortly. So there you go. This is a quick deployable paracord bracelet with the shackle. If you guys have any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, keep up.